What's happening, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more live aha. And we're going to listen to another track from the bonus folder in the larger Live at Valhall Homecoming DVD audio folder I'm working from. And actually, there's only one other track in this bonus folder that seems to be from the Live at Valhall performance, and I think it's from an alternate night, and that is The Living Daylights, which is further to say the other 4 tracks in the folder are from a concert in May of 2001, and I think it's live at Grimstad. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but since those are from another concert, I figure we'll do the other remaining tune from Live at Valhall in Oslo, and it's listed as being on the 25th of March, so I know there were multiple nights, and I'm assuming the one that went on the actual Homecoming release was from the other night, not the one we're about to hear now, which was from the 25th. So, yes, it's a fan favorite, as I've come to know. It certainly is a tune that seems to get lots of fan interaction, and I expect it to be roughly on the same level as the fan interaction on the version that we actually got for the Homecoming release. So ultimately, it's a tune I enjoy. I don't know if I would put it among my very favorite of their songs, but I really do enjoy the atmosphere, or indeed the melody of the chorus. It just has a very catchy sound to it. It's easy to get into your brain, an earworm, as a younger generation may say. So let's give it a listen. This is a live performance of The Living Daylights live at Valhall in Oslo on the 25th of March, 2001.
Where we go, I swear my nerves are shown. Set your hopes out way too high. The living's in the way we die. Comes the morning and the headlights fade away. 100,000 people, I know one they pray. I've been waiting long for one of us to say. See the darkness, let it never fade. The living daylights.
Really noticing the bass.
Put your hopes out way too high. The living's in the way we die. Comes the morning, the headlights fade away. 100,000 people, I'm the one they play. I've been waiting long
This has a bit of a reggae feel right here. Amazing. Again, it's such a fun song. In the moment, I'll admit, I don't remember how that performance might differ in terms of each moment to moment, or maybe even in terms of how on top of their game they were individually and collectively. So maybe the other take was slightly cleaner, or maybe, the recording was just a little bit crisper, but in the moment, I'm guessing it's more or less the same type of performance and the same level of performance. I will say that breakdown section where they seemingly do this at the live performance of this song over the years, the moment where they allow the audience to take over the vocals and to really, sing the song back to them, it hit a little bit different just because of those little guitar stings, which then sort of moved into this almost like keyboard reggae type of feel for a moment, before then giving a bit more of that Bond guitar and then rolling back into the full culmination of the tune once again. And indeed, I really do like those Bond guitar moments, with a bit of a bluesy flavor, but also the recognizably Bond theme moments, including that I forget what not I forget, but I'm not quite sure what to call it, but the really dramatic Bond score hits that are part of that opening title sequence in all the Bond films. That moment to finish it off, I think, is a really nice touch. And again, I'm forgetting if that's how they ended the other version of this that's on the Homecoming release more properly, if you will, but I'm assuming it was. So, in any case, again, it's just a really fun tune. I enjoy the live band feel. Again, the live drums and the bass was really standing out. So ultimately, the jam feel of it is a bit more pronounced, of course, than in the studio recording. I'm actually not bothered that right now, is it John Barry? I was going to say, I'm not remembering the name of the Bond music director, at least for that phase of the Bond movies, with whom they famously butted heads and had disagreements over exactly how the track should sound when it was recorded. And I still take delight in the way that I think maybe Paul specifically, or at least the band more generally, put parts back in that Barry had demanded be changed or removed. So yeah, in the moment, I feel like it's a very satisfying thing that the song was more what a-ha wanted than he wanted it to be. So in any case, as I said, it seems like it's one that the fans will always be up for singing. Not that they don't sing a lot on the other tracks, and there are moments where even in song performances where a-ha doesn't strip back all the sonics so the audience singing really comes across. You can still hear it in other tunes, even with a fuller sonic atmosphere. So that's a testament to the a-ha fans. I know I'm repeating, or at least paraphrasing, things I've said in other a-ha performances, but it really is great to hear multiple iterations of songs from different concerts, even different nights from the same concert series, over different times. And in fact, there was that moment about halfway through the tune where Morton, he got a bit of that powerful singing scratch that I think his live performances in the 90s are perhaps most notable for. I could still hear a bit of that here, even if the rest of the song was more or less a straightaway performance from him, not as standout as some of his other live performances, again, especially maybe from the 90s, but he did hit that type of sound at least in one or two moments there. So another cool live Valhall performance. As I said, there's 4 tunes in this folder that are a couple months after this, or like a month and a half after this, because I think it's early May in Grimstad, so ultimately we'll listen to those too. Let me know what you think of this, and I will see you then. Peace.